Good morning. This is Pastor Doug. How's your heart? No, I don't mean your physical heart. I mean your inner being. What's the state of your inner being today? Last Sunday at dinner church, we talked about David, who was described in Scripture as a man after God's own heart. The trajectory of his inner being was Godward. He was seeking God's glory, God's will. He desired to not just do everything that God wanted him to do. He desired to do it with an act of joy and obedience, willing submission to the purposes and plans of God. We see that he had great trust in God because his heart just beat with God's heart, and he could go out and face a giant like Goliath, knowing that the battle was the Lord's, not his own. It was God's strength that he went out with, not his own strength. Proverbs says that we should guard our heart because it is the wellspring of life. Everything we do and say comes out of the state of our heart. So again, I ask you, what's the condition of your heart? Do you find that your heart is filled with peace and joy and love? Is it filled with the attributes of God, of things like compassion and mercy? Is it concerned with others and issues like justice and that goodwill would be done and be lived out in the lives of other people? That we would be other-centered, not self-centered. That we would live with a sense of sacrifice, but doing so as a means of honoring and worshiping God, the God that our heart loves. There's a great prayer at the end of Psalm 139, and I'm just going to read that to you. I think this is a good way to work on our heart. Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. That'd be a great prayer to pray every day. Oh God, search me, know me, try me, test me, cleanse my heart, that my heart would beat with your heart, that I would be a person who could be described as one who is after God's own heart. This Sunday, we wrap up dinner church, and we do so with some guests that you've invited, people that we've asked to consider helping us out with as we relaunch First Baptist. We'll be showing some updated pictures of the new church. We'll be talking about some vision of what ministry could be like in our new church. And again, we'll be eating together and enjoying the fellowship that we have. So I look forward to seeing you again at 4 o'clock. And if you haven't made that invitation, or maybe you need to follow up with that friend or that family member that you've invited, make that call even today and say, I hope you're coming to join us for dinner church this Sunday. We'll see you then.